thought I seen a brown recluse spider today on my bench out there with my plants, but I got to thinking brown recluse spiders are not in the state of Florida. They're in other states, but Florida's not listed as one of them. But them things can be quite dangerous. They can be deadly, but not unless you get treatment and everything. Is it recording? Yeah. I hope I don't bust my butt. You know what? Oh. I don't think I can rake this. I think what I need is to get Jennifer and Donovan out here Tuesday or Wednesday and went on their day off and help me cut some of these vines. Cause I don't want to mess around here and fall. And I'm thinking I need to move this compost pile right here. There's kind of a dip in the ground over there. Matter of fact, I'll go over there and show you what I'm talking about. I'll go over and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. I want to put my 2 tables in there. I want to clean this up over here. I've got some compost pile right there. I've got that compost pile right over there. I want to move that over here. See, that's kind of a dip in the ground right there. And I want to put it right there. And then I want to cut these. Yes, I do. There's still a bunch of lemons on that tree. That's gonna be a bitch to move. I'll tell you what, all this cardboard I've been putting in these things, this stuff doesn't, I need a hoe. been wanting to cut these things back. We'll get this rubber plant, and they're up higher than the roof of the house, and I've been wanting to cut them for a while, but they're kind of tough for me to do sitting in that scooter, and I'm afraid if I stand up and try to cut them, I might wind up falling. But I want to, but by cutting it like this, they'll start some new sprouts, and I can get some nice cuttings off of them. I've already got 2 or 3 that's rooted. But this used to be a plant that the landlady, she had in the house. And she said it got so big, she just decided to set it out here and set it out, but she never expected it to survive, but it survived every winter. It kills a lot of the leaves and stuff on it, but it doesn't kill the plant. And they're pretty expensive plants once you get them started and stuff. And that's kind of in the back of my mind to do that. But as you can see, I can't. I'm so weak in my arms and shoulders, it's very hard for me to start to get them to cut. But anyway, I'm trying. The reason I'm cutting up some of these stems like this, I'm going to try to see if I can root them. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm going to try at least see. They may do it. I don't know. And that white stuff you see coming out, that's sap, that's kind of like a latex. I guess that's why they call this a rubber plant. But But that I'm just gonna try to root some of them. I don't know that I can, but if I can, you know, more power to me, right? But it probably helped if I had a lot better pair of loppers. Those are not as sharp as they used to be. Nowhere near as sharp. The pair I'd like to have, those, it's $99. I ain't gonna be able to get that. That's for dang sure. But we'll see. But now that little top I'm cutting out right there, that right there is going to, that will root right there. I can get that to root for sure. I'll break off some of the leaves off of that thing. And I've got one already like that rooted. Actually, I've got two like that that's already rooted. But that's going to be a little latex bush, little brother plant. Yes, it is. I think they're beautiful plants. And they're beautiful indoor plants, but you have to keep them trimmed up. Otherwise, they'll get too big. Just like this one did, it got too big for the house. The landlady used to live in this house, believe it or not. I don't know what for though, but she did. But that's what I'm trying to do here. Can y'all see that cardinal in that azalea bush? He's looking dead at me. It's a red one. I think the females are a darker color. There he goes up towards the top. I wish I knew how to do telephoto on this, but I don't. Hey, buddy. Think maybe they were gonna make them nest in there. You know, this is February, so winter might be over. Hey, buddy. Would you be my pet? I would like to put a bird feeder out here. It's hard to believe that the birds come from the dinosaurs. That's what I read somewhere. I wonder if he'd let me know he'd fly off if I got any closer. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And there goes my neighbors with their golf cart. Boy, I wished I had one of them. Is that cart? Yeah, he's still in there. Hey, buddy. Okay. GoPro, stop recording. You know, that tree over there, can you see that tree? Can y'all see that big old tree over there on Clyde's property? You know, Clyde, the man with the $5,000 lawnmower. That tree is loaded with moss. And actually, what people are calling Spanish moss, it's not moss. It is a, how do you pronounce, a bromeliad? It's a plant that lives off of air and water. It gets its nutrients from the air. It's not parasitic to the tree that it's hanging on, and it mostly hangs on live oak trees and cypress pine trees. It'll hang on that. It got its name as Spanish moss because it, back when the Spaniards was invading the southern states and stuff, and they had beards that hung down, and that's where people started calling it Spanish moss. But it's if you could put this under a microscope, you can see it's got like scales, and that scales traps moisture in there and stuff. And they do somewhat kind of bloom. Now see, you can see the end here. You don't see it often, but right there is a flower. A deer will eat it. And also it was mainly used in padding for car seat upholstery filling. I've seen it used in upholstery furniture filling in certain instances. I've tore down old antiques and it had moss in there that it was, and when they cure moss, it turns kind of a black, almost a black charcoal color, and it's drizzling rain again. But it's not moss, and it's not parasitic to the tree. Some people say that it kills trees. The only time it will really harm a tree if that tree is so loaded with that moss, with that Spanish moss, that then it will start hurting the tree. As far as that over there, like hanging, to me that's actually beautiful, but you can see it's hanging in them small trees over there. So if he wanted to help that tree, he would harvest all that moss. And to harvest, you got a long pole, and it's got like prongs on the end of it, like hooks, and you go up there and stick it in the big gob of that and twist it, and that snags that moss, and then you pull it down. I've seen people harvesting it, and it's starting to rain, and I'm gonna have to go inside. Anyway, that's my video for today, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And Bailey, we need to go inside, baby. We need to go inside. Yeah, that's my video for today, folks. Gotta get inside.